Hey guys, quick video. I'm in the greenhouse today. Do you want to try to grow tomatoes in the wintertime? Now, there's a couple things obviously you'd need to know when you're making that decision. One is location is going to play a role. You're not going to be able to do this probably in Maine unless you really want to heat a greenhouse. Second thing is obviously the greenhouse. I built this last year, and so you're going to want to have a greenhouse or some sort of enclosed structure that's going to be able to heat up during the day. Obviously, you're going to have heat. That's a 5,000 watt heater. It does run a lot in the wintertime, so you have to decide if you want to pay for your tomatoes, which I'll admit the bill has not been too bad, so I have continued. Now, going back to location, I'm in North Alabama, full disclosure, and we hadn't really had a cold winter up until Christmas, and now we've got a front moving in, and we're going to have 18-degree temps tonight and tomorrow, or the next two nights. So they're not going to grow as fast, obviously, in the summer. What I have found, they're not turning red as quickly as they do in the summer. But as you can see, I'm getting really good tomatoes, and these are still growing. These are starting to turn, so they'll be a little smaller. And when what these do, I use these strings, the tomato clips, as you can see. And as my tomatoes grow, I cut off all the suckers. So basically, I've got vine, leaf, bloom, vine, leaf, bloom, no suckers. And once that gets to the ceiling, I drop it about 2 foot. There's a little roller cage up there that allows me to do that. And you can see how these vines are in the floor. That's why, because I've dropped them all summer, all the way till January. So the other thing I do, I continue to add my 4-12-4 liquid fertilizer when I fill the buckets. It's about 5 gallons worth of water. When I fill those up, I use about a half a cap. The other thing you have to do is you are going to have to self-pollinate, which for a tomato vine, all you gotta do is just tap it. Just vibrate it for about 10-15 seconds. I come in here about every other day. I just reach up as high as I can. Sometimes I'm on the ladder anyway, because your blooms are usually at the top. And I just vibrate it, and you can see, because the male-female flower is the same, the vibration is gonna help pollinate. And you can see, I'm getting pretty good production on the pods, so it's not like I'm missing. Sometimes you'll miss some, like right here. So that's the other thing. It's January the 18th. It's North Alabama. And in the daytime, because I do not use the ventilation system in the wintertime, I keep it turned off. This greenhouse will get around 80 degrees in the day if it's around 55 and sunny. Also have a little backup heater here. That's a 1500 watt that comes on if the temps get really cold. The lowest it's been in the greenhouse has been about 48 degrees. The highest it's been is roughly 88 degrees. So it's been warm enough that I'm continuing to get production. As you can see, even up high on that vine, I'm getting really good production. So I'm going to keep these vines going. I picked a couple of tomatoes today just to get the seeds out of. So I've started the seed process. Probably what I will do in March is, February, I'll go ahead and plant my seeds, get them going, and get my seedlings going. I'm going to keep all these vines until probably March, and I'll probably only save the best one that's producing the most. I'll get rid of the rest of them so I can start prepping for, March is usually in the greenhouse when I start planting my stuff, because we just don't get a lot of cold weather, late March. So depending on where you live, this is actually something that can be done. This is one I picked today. So you can see the size of the tomato is really good. So, and the taste, I've given several of these away. Of course, I'm eating them, putting them in chilies, deer stew. It's just so good right now. And the taste is the same as you get in the summer. It just takes them a little longer to grow and to turn. But you see I have 5 plants, and I'm probably picking 3 to 5 tomatoes a week right now. I was actually picking a lot more than that when it was a little warmer back in December. So anyway, I just wanted to give you that information. I think it's neat. Obviously, I put a little money into this. This is not a cheap cheap thing, but I enjoy doing it. It's one of my hobbies. I built the greenhouse by myself and really enjoyed that. So I wanted to just see if I could grow these in an Alabama winter. And so far, so good. So leave me any comments. If you have any suggestions, I'm always open to that.